Alabama's full of history, and Tuscaloosa has more than its fair share of historic homes and sites. Architecture, the antebellum period, even archaeological sites. Lucy Murphy's here from the Tuscaloosa County Preservation Society, and she's brought Matt Gage from the university's Office of Archaeological Research to tell me more about it. Guys, thank you both so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. You guys brought us some props, and Matt, if you want to, start off by telling us, if I can reach it. There we go, yeah. Where did these come from?
These came from the Bank of the State site in downtown Tuscaloosa, where they're building the new embassy suites.
Oh, okay.
We had an opportunity to go in and do the archaeological excavation on the site prior to them commencing construction. And these are just some of the artifacts that we found.
And these are artifacts. This isn't an old brute champagne bottle or anything. This is aged.
It counts. It counts as an artifact. Absolutely.
Nice. And these are, when do we think these are from?
Okay, well, that bottle is a Burgundy bottle. And it dates from the 1790s to 1830s.
Should I be touching this?
Absolutely. Just be very careful with
just
it.
Making sure.
To the archaeologist, a broken artifact is as good as an intact artifact.
Good to know.
The other piece in the center is kind of interesting. It's a pretty unusual little piece, and it took us quite a while to figure it out until we had an expert talk to us and explain that that is kiln furniture.
It's heavy.
It was used to hold the jug, like this stoneware jug you see here, in place during firing in the kiln.
Ooh.
Ah, I see.
Initially, we thought it was a pie-safe ant trap, which before refrigeration, people had pie safes, and they didn't have exterminators coming to the house every month.
So that's where the ants would end up instead of in the pie.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
You have a little trap like that filled with water, and the leg of the pie safe stood in that, and nobody could climb up the leg of the pie safe to get at your pies.
Now, is this one of those old school moonshine bottles?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
A bootlegging relic.
Undoubtedly.
And we think this
Tuscaloosa's history as an imbibing town.
There we go. So this would be the same time period, 1770s.
This is going to end up being a little bit later, probably 1830s, 1840s.
Okay.
And we think that there were vessels like this made in the area. The Cribbs Mill was one of the locations where pottery was made in Tuscaloosa. And it was pretty common for cities to have their own kilns. But this stuff was really interesting, and to have it found on the site here in town just was great for us.
Now, these are examples of what you found at the site. You'll probably have some more when you do the series or the talk for Lucy's group this week, right?
Absolutely.
Tell us a
And
little bit.
we're excited. Our last Sundown Lecture Series, Thursday night.
And this will be, you'll have these artifacts, some more. What will you be talking about? Just the dig in general? Or?
We're going to have a combination of things. It's going to be talking about the dig itself, the artifacts we found, the people that lived on the block, the progression of the block through time, how it contributed to the development of Tuscaloosa. There's so many stories coming out of this block. It's amazing.
I'm sure.
And then we also want to talk about a little bit about the need for preservation and get people in Tuscaloosa to understand that there is so much of this stuff out there. It really needs to be considered before people just go digging and building and taking things for granted that will tell us so much about our own history.
I find it interesting that you found a moonshine bottle and a burgundy bottle under the bank.
I knew Danny would like that. I knew he would like
You
that.
brought it to the right guy. All right. Matt, Lucy, good seeing you again. Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for letting us be here.
The Sundown Lecture is Thursday, September 12th at the Battle Friedman House. It starts at 5:45. Light snacks are served at 5:15, so get there early for that. You can find out more online at historictuscaloosa.org.